Wood to be cut should be free of the nails to avoid the damage to the cutting edge, and a wood chisel should not be used as a prey or a wedge. Otherwise, a hard steel may be broken. In case of any nails, if you're using these tools, there will be a chance to breakage of the tool. And also, a proper saw should be selected. And when not in use, the saws should be wiped off with a oily rag, and also kept in racks or hang by the handles. Nails should be cut by the metal cutting saws. So whenever you're using the saw blades, if you're not using, those has to be wiped with an oil so that it won't get rust. In case of any nails, if you want, use the metal cutting saws to cut the nails. Axes and also the hatches are designed to cut and also trim or prune trees and also softwoods, and their cutting edges should not be a strike against the metals, stone or concrete. So pruning in the sense, it's like a small kind of a scissor. They use this to shape or to cut the trees or tree branches. A narrow blended axe is used for the hardwood and also the wide axe for the softwood. And the safety shoes, goggles, and also the thick pants should be worn while using the axes. So to avoid the injury. And should be used by the trained workers only. So whoever using these tools, they should get proper training. Safety shoes and also skin guards, safety goggles are necessary. When not in use, it should be set aside in a safe place with its cutting edge covered or left stuck in the timber. So whenever you're using an axe, it should not be kept in exposed. If it is being kept aside, it has to be in the timber. And material handling tools, these are the crowbars, jacks or hooks, shovels or racks. These are the various kind of tools we use for the material handling or shifting of material. The factors for use of these material handling tools are proper size and type of the tool and its handle, a solid footing and also a lubricating of jack, a shielded point of the hooks, and also trimming edges and also the polished handles of the shovels. These all things has to be considered while selecting or safe use of these tools. Then a crowbar has been a point, a toe to the grip, and also object to a move or heel to act as a pilot or also a fulcrum. Sometimes a wooden block may be placed under the heel to prevent the crowbar from the slipping or injuring the hands. This crowbar will be used for the de-shuttering of the materials to take out the nails from the shuttering wood. Again, hooks is also material handling tools. The hook should be sharp so that they should not slip when applied. The handles should be strong and also properly sharp and also attached. The shovels should be used by a proper leg position so as to not to lose the balance. And also the edges should be trimmed and also handles without any splinters. Hooks in the sense I can give a better example. For the handling of cement bags, the workers used to use the hooks for the handling of material. Those are the hooks for handling such kind of bags. Then non-sparking tools for the hazardous area. I think day before yesterday we have discussed about non-sparking tools. These tools are made up of non-ferrous materials like beryllium, copper alloy, brass, and also the copper, lead, and also plastic rubber materials are used where flammable gases or volatile liquids and also explosive substances are stored or used. And they should be kept free of picked up foreign particles to avoid the friction sparks. So these are the materials which made up of such a material which is not going to generate or produce any sparks during usage. And the hazardous area is classified should be known as first before selecting the tools. And in the most of hazardous areas where the risk of fire or explosion exists, a non-metallic wood, rubber, or plastic tools should be used if possible, and proper earthing of equipment should be ensured. Any idea what is mean by hazardous area? Any guess? Okay, wait a minute. I'll unmute. Yes, Praveen.
I couldn't get your question, sir. Once again, pardon me.
What is mean by hazardous area classification?
Hazardous area classifications may be, you mean to say that the products which are, with exposure are damaging the human's environment, and the products are called hazardous area. So hazardous area may be classified in different forms like chemical hazardous area, oil, petroleum kind of a things in a hazardous area. Third thing is the chemical spillage that in the hazardous area.
Okay, fine. Any other answers?
Toxic substances, sir.
Mm-hmm.
LPG storage area, sir.
Yes, very good.
Ammonia tank storage area.
Mm-hmm.
Boiler storage area.
Okay.
Chemical storage area, sir, where in the housekeeping storeroom.
Okay.
Categorize the hazardous area as per zone 1, zone 0, zone
Yes,
2.
Mitra. Zone 0, zone 1, zone 2. These are the
The other
classification of.
hazardous area, zone 20, zone 21, zone 22.
Yeah, those are the hazardous area in the sense the powder form. Okay. These hazardous area in the sense wherever there is a presence of a flammable mixture or the area where it is a continuously present. If I say zone 0, there will be a continuous presence of hazardous material. A zone 1 will be once in a while it may happen. A zone 2 will be in case of any incident happens, then only there will be a chance of this formation of hazardous atmosphere. Anyhow, this we'll discuss detail in IS 108. So in those specific areas, being it is especially this classification done based on the flammable nature of the materials. So it is not about any other materials, it is about the flammable nature of the materials. Whenever a flammable gas or the vapor which is generated in a workplace because of your electrical equipment which got caught fire or because of short circuit or because of overload, which is igniting the flammable mixture, it is going to lead in a severe accident. So there we look for flame-proof electrical fittings. Another way, they used to refer even wooden or rubber or plastic tools for handling. And therefore should be a flame-proof electrical lighting arrayed in the hand lamp to be used, and it should not be more than 24 volts. And working in a daylight should be always preferred. Even wherever you're using any flammable area or hazardous area, there you should use only 24 volt lamps. Even if you see in pharma industry, whenever they do any confined space activity, they allow only 24 volts lamp to avoid the excess heat generation. Because of you are using any high voltage bulbs, what will happen there? There will be a chance of the increase in the heat. Due to that, there may be a chance to catch fire with the atmosphere. Now we'll see the portable power tools. These are the various examples of this portable power tools. These power tools are divided into 5 primary groups according to the power source, which means operated by which type of power: electric, pneumatic, hydraulic, gasoline, and also explosive. I mean powder activated. These are the different types of tools, or the tools have been categorized into 5 types. And several types of tools such as saws, sanders, drills, and grinders are common to the first 3 groups. And whereas explosive tools are used exclusively for the penetration work, and also the compression and cutting. Explosive tools, in essence, there will be like in a hammering tool, which is especially used for the cutting and also compression. The pneumatic grinders and impact tools or flexible shafts tools are also in use, and the hydraulic tools are used mainly for the compression work. These are the various tools which they use in the various purposes. Now we'll see what kind of accidents or type of injuries which may occur with this portable power tools. Majorly the burns and also the cut injuries, strains, then sources of injury including electric shock, then flying particles, then fire falls on people, an explosion of gas and falling tools. These are the various types of injuries which will resulting from a portable power tools. Now also what kind of typical injuries caused by the portable power tools? If the power line should be always be disconnected before the accessories or portable tools are changed, and also the guard should be replaced or put in correct adjustment before the tool is used again. Saying that whenever you are doing any alterations, whenever you are doing any changes, it should be disconnected from the power supply, and also the guard should be keep it back or kept it back in the same position. And care should be taken to set the power driven tools in a safe area where they may not be struck by the passes area by the or activated, presses by activated. A tool should not be left in an overhead place where there is a chance that the line is pulled and will cause to the tool fall. Sometimes what will happen, they used to put the tool on the higher levels. People unknowingly or knowingly, they'll pull the cable, resulting that the tool may fall down. Then flexible cords and also cables or hoses should be hang overhead or a safe points, and also not over nails. Whatever the cables which are there, which should have a proper place to keep it, and we should not hang the cables on the nails. Due to the over this thing, it may get stretched, and resulting it may damage the insulation of the cable, and also bolts, sharp edges, oil, hot surfaces, and other chemicals as well. And they should be frequently checked for cracks, open joints, cut faces, and also earthworks. Those things has to be checked before using of every tool. Then electric tools. This electric shock is the chief hazard from electrically powered tools. And apart from that, we may experience flash burns, minor shock that may cause a fall, and also the shock resulting in death. It may lead to fatal accident as well. What kind of precautions can be taken to avoid injuries from these tools? So the flexible cable or cord should be protected from misuse or abuse or damage to the insulation, resulting in broken or exposed live conductors. And plug socket connection should be tight and also safe. And know where a conductor should be inserted in plug. And 3-pin top should be used. Metal casing should be effectively earthed. Then power cutting switches should be within the each and also near the operators in case of any accidental contact to isolate the power supply immediately. And regular maintenance to check the earth core connectivity and also strength of the earthing. Then additional backup protection like is ELCB, like a circuit breaker, which detects the current difference between the power supply line and also the current returning to the supply point. In normal safe operation conditions, the current difference is 0. But in case of any leakage current happens, this will be more. So that the earth leakage current circuit breaker will help us to cut down the supply. The electric tool should be never be put in a wet area and also used in raining conditions. And double protection or double insulated, all insulated type equipment should be which need not be earthed. So if you see, whenever you see any portable tool which is having this kind of symbol, a rectangle which is in another rectangle inside, those tools are double insulated tools for such kind of tools. Excuse me, need not any earthing separately. A deadman switch or deadman control. This tool operates until the button is pressed and it stops if the button is released. So this deadman switch also is the one of the control which is used or which is existingly in life whenever you're releasing that specific button, so that automatically it will get deactivated, the supply gets stopped. Then selection, inspection, maintenance and report for this portable power tools. How you are going to select. One is information training to select the right tool for the right job. And then the tool supplier should be given a complete information about the job and for which the tool is required, so that he can recommend the most appropriate tool for the job. So whenever you're purchasing a tool, you have to give the proper information to the tool supplier, so that he will give the right tool for the right job which you are going to perform. The normal portable power tools are used to be used for a light and also homework. I mean, for the inside portable domestic activity. For continuous operations, production service or heavy work, industrial heavy duty tools must be used. And periodic inspections are necessary to find the defects and to keep the tools in a good working condition. Then it serves the purpose of the preventive maintenance. And a record of date of inspection, a fault noticed, and also data prepare is necessary a cause of the fault and also the details of repair carried out can also be added to the such records. So in the sense, simply, whenever you are doing a correction, whenever you are doing any repair, those repairs has to be tracked so that we can understand the healthiness of the tool. Then workers should be trained and also to inspect the tools. They must be skilled enough to inspect the tool. Then report and repair, and they should be warned not to do so. Make a shift of repairs and do not and repair a work unless authorized. They should not allow to repair until they are authorized to do such kind of repairs. Then use of a personal protective equipment. So what kind of PPEs should be used while handling these kind of tools? Now we'll see the gloves, loose clothing and jewelry should not be worn by workers using any revolving tools such as drills, saws or grinders. So especially the cotton gloves, which will be the nails, which will, the thread particles which will come out. Those particles have high chance of interaction with this rotating parts or drills. It will get entangled. So better not to use such kind of gloves or clothing for the activities. And the weight of the most power tools makes it is advisable for the use to wear a safety shoes and with a steel toe to reduce the chances of injury if tool falls or drops on their feet. Then while working at the overhead places with the power tools, the operator should wear a safety belt and also use a good platform or support for this, avoid the tools fall down. And also they use the guided rope for these tools as well in case of any accidental fall also, we can prevent the tool which will fall from height. And dust type respirator should be worn and also the buffing, then grinding and also the sanding jobs which produce harmful dust. And ear protection is necessary at the high noise levels. Then a safety goggle or face shield should be worn for the work which on the grinders. And also wherever the activity which producing the more dust. Okay. With this, we have done this topic. If you have any questions, we can discuss. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss about this ergonomic design of this machines or equipments.
Nothing from my side, sir. Once you can just first 2, 3 slides because in the 7:30 I was not there. So if you can just overpass some slides.
Definitely, I'll take through those slides. Just a minute. Yeah, initially we are talking about the causes and controls of these tool accidents. And we were discussing about the main causes of tool accidents, which is like eye injuries, even punctured wounds get infecting due to the dust which is generated while using this portable power tools, and also the cut injuries while using this portable power tools and also hand tools. Then the bone fractures because of handling or the fall of tools on their own body. This is the one slide we have discussed. Then prevention, how the tools or how these incidents or the events can be prevented. Majorly, there are five tips. One is the right tool for the right job, selecting an appropriate tool for doing the specific activity. Then the tools should be in a good condition. Here we are discussing about the bad condition in a reverse manner, how a tool should not be. Like hammers with a loose handles, it should have a tight handle always. And drivers and also the cutting tools with a broken point. So whatever the screwdrivers or cutting tools, it should be in a good edge. It should not be in broken edges. The wrenches with a cracked or a worn jaws. So whatever the spanners or the wrenches which are using, it should not have any cracks. Then dull saws and the broken plugs and unearthed ground wires for this portable power tools. These are the bad ways or the bad things or the condition of the tool. It should not be generally. Then tools used in the right way. So how a tool should be used. Like we have taken a couple of examples with respect to the wrong ways of tools handling. The screws drivers applied to a job and the knives pulled towards the body and the failure to the ground electrical equipment. While using any cutting of any papers or anything, by using the knives, you are pulling the knife towards yourself. So there may be a high chance in case of any mess or you're pulling so hard, it may come in contact with our body. Then other point, tools kept in a safe place and also safe way. This is also one of the points we have discussed. So once you have utilized, those tools should be kept in a proper place to avoid the falling. And also the chisels or any sharp tools kept in a pocket or left in a toolbox with a cutting edges exposed. So generally people what they do, whenever they done their work, they used to have a tendency to throw, or maybe because of their shift has been completed, they'll be in a rush to go home. They used to throw the tools on the toolbox and they'll be rushing. A person who is unknown about those activity, what his colleague done, he blindly put his finger or his hand inside the toolbox because of this projected the sharp edges, which leads to injuries. Then good housekeeping, and this is also one. The haphazard laying of the tools should be avoided. Haphazard in the sense, the keeping the tools here and there or throwing the tools here and there. It should be avoided. And workplace after completion of the job. Then slippery surface, not cleaned or tools kept in aisles or walkways. This is also one of the bad housekeeping. So whenever you completed your activity, those tools must be kept it back to the original position where the location has been identified for those specific tools. And also the tool should be kept in a order manner. So once you have utilized, it has to be keep it in back to the normal position. Here we can take an example of any service centers like bike or car service centers. They used to keep all the spanners or wrenches in a properly orderly manner. When they using after usage, it will go back to the normal position. Even most of the companies started using the 5S practices like sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. These are the practices. So we'll definitely discuss about this. There is a separate topic for housekeeping. So there what they do is they'll keep it in a separate location or area for that specific tool. Once the tool has been used after use, it has to be come back to the same position. It should not be thrown here and there. It is about keeping tools in an orderly manner. Praveen, any other slides you have missed?
No,
Apart
sir,
from this?
that's all. I think prevention and control of tool accidents was, I think, last slide. This has been already seen by us, so
Oh, okay.
I
Fine.
covered.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your can propose.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much. Any other questions from others? Any doubts? Even these practices we can implement in our home also. I don't think so everybody have their own set of tools. Definitely we'll have small tools like a test screwdriver, cutting plier, or some kind of other small tools. So you can keep it in a proper way so that it will give it a long life, and also we can avoid injuring ourselves while using those tools. It is not about only organization. These are the common practices we can implement in our homes as well. Okay, then, if no questions, we will wind up for today, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Good night, sir.